Okay, so this is the tutorial on how to use the follow spotlight. Um, Real quick before we do that, I want to make sure that you understand the setup. So first we have the ladder. Okay, so we have this ladder here to help get that height. And then here's the actual fixture. It's on a tripod and it's locked with a safety notch right here, raised comfortably. And then, of course, I have the cords. You got to make sure that they're taped so no one's tripping and it's not a hazard. Kind of have it going underneath the table a little bit because that's just how the setup is as far as the outlet to get to this outlet. Okay, so it's anywhere that there's a walkway, we want to make sure that we're doing some taping. And then, of course, this is the ladder. Climb up here. I'm pretty much on the last step. I don't have to be, but I like to be that high for comfortability. This is the actual back of the fixture. Obviously, for follow spots, we want to just stick to white. So I'm going to press white here. Right now it's on blackout. That's why you can see there's nothing going on. But if I press on, it's going to kick on. See that? Press blackout, it's going to be blacked out. I have it on right now. It doesn't look like it's on, but it's blacked out, okay? So I'm going to press on. And that's the entrance where they're going to be coming in. You know, just to give you an example, this is what this feature does here. It allows you to make this wider or narrow. There's a handle here that allows you to go up, down. Pretty much you're just gonna go side to side like this, okay? The only thing else that you wanna consider, obviously before you begin doing the lighting, is to adjust this according to your distance and according to what you're targeting, right? So right now, if you see, I'm adjusting this. You see a sharp circle or a blurry circle, depending on what I like. Of course, I could raise it up higher. And then, of course, if you want to adjust this next level, I'll show you what that does. Okay, so it's just all about how big you want your spotlight to be. So it's easy. You just play around with this. Once you get there, of course, you show up a little bit early so that way you can practice and set your lighting up accordingly. And then this little wand right here is just to help make your spotlight bigger or smaller. So of course, if I'm gonna follow them to this cake light over here, this cake table, it's not there yet, but if I wanna follow them from this entranceway to this cake, I might want to shrink it a little bit as I get closer to that table. Okay, so one thing I also say is be mindful of how bright your spotlight is. I have a dimmer here that you're able to make it minimum brightness. So if I think right now here's maximum. I keep pressing it. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just continues to get even more dim. Okay, so right now this is not effective at all. So if you're trying to follow spot someone like this, they're not going to be happy. You want to make sure that you get some type of a highlight effect, but try to be mindful. Walk in front of there. What I try to do is set the light up and then point it to where you want it to hit. So I'm pointing it at the entranceway right now. And then as you get yourself ready for the bride and groom, put yourself in their shoes, walk through that door, and see how is it going to hit you, okay? So you want them to have that highlight effect, but you don't want it to blind them. So right now I'm comfortable. I'm not looking directly at the light. But as a courtesy, what I try to do is if I can, I reach out to the groom and the bride and just say, hey, just to let you know, my setup is over here. Oops, right over here. I know that you're going to be walking in this way, so just want to let you know, here's the intensity of the lighting. Let me know if you want me to take it down a notch or if you want me to pick it up. If you're comfortable with where it is, just keep in mind, don't look directly at the light. Otherwise, you're going to be like, looking at during your walk-in, and that's not what you want to do. So as a courtesy, I try to do that. It's not always going to happen. It's common sense that they're not going to look directly at the light. They know why they hired me for that service. They know why they wanted that service. They really wanted that effect to catch them at this grand entrance. As soon as they walk in, they want people to know, like, hey, start clapping, acknowledge us, and we just got married, let's celebrate, and this is the effect. So hopefully that tutorial helps you understand how to set this up. Let me know if you have any questions. Out. Lighting with Elegance.